Hi, boys and girls. Good morning on this wonderful Monday. Hope you're all doing well. And we're going to continue our reading and writing lessons. We learned that it's important to look for the main idea and the supporting topics. Last week, we learned about that it's important to ask questions, and that the questions that help us the most are the strong, thick questions, because those are the questions that help us really remember and understand things more. This week, we're going to continue our lessons with learning how to compare and contrast. When we compare and contrast something, we are finding what is the same and what things are different. For example, if you look at this boy and girl, we can see some things that are the same about them and some things that are different, right? Can you see that they both are wearing glasses? That's the same. They both are smiling. That's the same. Are they both a girl? No, one's a boy and one's a girl, so that's different. One of them has curly, longer hair, and one of them has shorter brown hair, and that's different. Their clothes are different. So some things are the same and some things are different. In today's story, I'm going to I am going to go to another slide here. Here we go. So today I've attached a circle, two circles, and it says I can compare and contrast. And this is an organizer for comparing and contrasting two things. You can use the one I put on there if you have a printer, but if you don't, just take a blank piece of paper and have your mom or dad help you draw two big circles and put a title for the top one and a title for the other circle, and then right in the middle, you get to write the word both. Let me show you what mine looks like. So here's mine, and I'll tell you about the word that I have up there in just a second. Let's go to our book. Let's see if I can find it here. Okay, so today's story, we're going to continue talking about different kinds of dinosaurs, because I think that's fun to talk about. So today's dinosaur is a pteranodon. You don't say the P sound, you skip that, and then you say the pteranodon. Say it. Pteranodon. Very good. So we're going to compare a pteranodon, and I thought today it would be fun to compare a pteranodon to a bird. So to get your paper set up, again, on my first circle, I wrote the word pteranodon. On my second circle, I wrote the word bird. And then in the middle, I wrote the word both. And we're going to compare the two and decide if a pteranodon is actually a bird or not a bird. Pteranodon. The pteranodon lived a long time ago. It lived about 75 million years ago. The pteranodon is considered a reptile, but it lived among the dinosaurs. The pteranodon had very large wings. It could flap its wings. It could soar too. That's kind of like a bird. A soar means to catch the wind currents and float on them. It had a large crest on its head. The crest was its most unique feature. I've seen some birds with a crest on their head, usually right up here with a lot of feathers, right? Hunting and food. The pteranodon had a long beak. It used its beak to catch fish. Here's its beak. And, if we're comparing that to a bird, does a bird have a beak? Yes. The pteranodon had no teeth. That's kind of like a bird. So it probably swallowed fish whole. Nesting. Pteranodons most likely built a nest. They don't know for sure, but they're guessing that they would build a nest. It did lay eggs and it cared for its young. So that's a clue that it would probably have a nest. Fossils, pteranodon fossils, pteranodon fossils had been found in North America. They have also been found in England. So when they find fossils there, that means that's probably where they lived, right? Some more facts. The first pteranodon fossil was found in Kansas in 1876. The pteranodon was 6 feet tall and 6 feet long. Its wingspan was up to 24 feet long. The pteranodon had long, sharp claws, but its best defense from predators was probably its ability to fly. All right, let's stop sharing. And let's get our paper and pencil ready. Make sure you've written on the top of your paper, pteranodon and bird. One more time, just to show you. And then my word in the middle is both. Sorry, I'm not very good at writing with this particular marker. Okay, so our job today is to compare and contrast the two. So let's say some things that are both the same about a bird and a pteranodon. Birds and pteranodons both have, I'm going to write beaks. Is that what you were thinking? If you weren't, that's okay. You can write what you were thinking. They both have a beak. So right in the middle, I wrote the word beak. They both have wings. So right in the middle, I wrote wings. They both can fly. We're finding a lot of things that's the same about them, huh? Did you think about that they both lay eggs? Probably have a nest. We don't know for sure, so we won't write that one. So here's my question to you. Why is a pteranodon not considered a bird? I'll tell you. It didn't really tell you in the book very well. So I'm going to tell you the big reasons why we cannot, scientists do not classify the pteranodon as a bird is number one, all birds have feathers. So under bird, I'm going to write feathers. Just like that. Pteranodon did not have feathers. The pteranodon has scaly skin. S-C-A. Scaly skin. Double check my spelling to make sure I had scaly right. So the pteranodon has scaly skin. Now the second really important thing that is different between the two of them, and it didn't tell us this in the book, but if we look up birds, we know that birds are warm-blooded animals. So I'm going to write warm-blooded. And pteranodons are cold-blooded animals. Reptiles are cold-blooded. And so since the pteranodon is a cold-blooded and it has scaly skin, and a bird has feathers and is a warm-blooded animal, we know that the pteranodon is a reptile. It is not a bird. Interesting, huh? Even though they had so many things that were the same, some of the most important things weren't the same. And so we just compared and contrasted the difference, and it helps us better understand what a pteranodon is. That was fun, huh? All right, finish your organizer. You can stop the recording at any time that you need to see it longer. Have a great day, and I will see you tomorrow.